How kind of deflating is that?
I mean, obviously, you don't want to lose a game like that because, they're a great team, and, if you still want to try to make it to the conference championship, you're almost kind of watching their games. But for us, they were a good team, and we really just couldn't keep up with the way they were scoring, and it's obviously they played well, but we have to move into Kent State. It'll be nice to come back home and play in front of our fans.
Did you put some pressure on yourself on some of those drives because of how well they were scoring? Did you in some situations did you force some things because of feeling like you needed to score?
Obviously that interception in the end zone was pretty bad, but that's the kind of situation we're thinking, hey, it's third down. I really don't want to get a field goal here. We probably made a throw I should have made. We should have sent a field goal there, but. A game like that, we were down a couple of touchdowns. There's a couple of throws where you're making those throws, which you normally would not have thrown it, just because of the nature of the game and what the score was. But especially that one ends up, that was one we definitely went back.
On that play specifically, did you just try to throw it into too tight a window? Or?
I was trying to run, and I saw our guy kind of flash back in the end zone, and I just kind of. They closed a lot faster. I thought they were going to. They came in a good play, and credit to them.
You guys got the stop at the end of the first half. You get the ball in the first half, and you turn over and downs. What was kind of the play read on that throw to Elgin on the fourth down play there? I can't remember that play exactly.
4th and 1.
Well, 4th and 1.
Yeah, the first drive of the second half.
It was just the man coverage, and I probably should have gone to the left. Obviously, we made a mistake on the read. Just kind of things where I was probably thinking a little too much there, and probably should have done Taj or something like that. But obviously, you don't want to get stopped there. We kind of move the ball a little bit in places, but that's a bad read, especially on a situation like that. You want to score.
How did it feel among the sidelines between you guys after Kelton makes an interception, after you guys go into halftime and you're 11 points?
Especially with our defense, when they make a play like that, and it gets you excited, and plus they held them, then they let them score, and then the game was within reach, and we had our chances, but once kind of that one play and starts the second half happened, and then kind of just they scored 2 quick touchdowns. We're basically trying to just throw the ball like all the players, hoping we can get some touchdowns here, but it makes it tough, and they have a great offense, and they definitely put a lot of our teams in weird positions for sure.
Blake, going forward, you guys have to not try to make up for a 1-4 all at once. Is it kind of building things back a brick at a time, not trying to climb all the way back out of the hole at once?
Exactly. You really can't think with the fact that we're 1-4. It's unfortunate, and you wish your record's a little better than that. But for us, it's really just kind of just watch film, learn from it, and kind of really just attack Kent State and try to be 2-4. You can't really you can't fix it now, so why really worry about it?
What's the biggest issue, the biggest thing you want to correct right away?
There's situations where I had my chance to complete passes and I didn't. And obviously, they put a lot of pressure in this game in terms of the amount of times I throw the ball, and if they're put that pressure on me, then I end up complete those passes, especially where there's the chances are there, and I'm not completing them. It's you have to make those plays in those situations.
Are you putting different pressure on yourself this year to do more things, and is that weighing on you though?
Obviously, I feel like there's pressure on me, but there's pressure on any quarterback. We throw the ball a lot, but those kind of the way they put a defense and the way they line up formationally and the coverages, and that we knew going in, we were throwing the ball a lot. Obviously, I put pressure on myself to be better than I was the day before. But at times, like I said, force the ball back to the end zone. Those are the things I'm probably trying to do too much.
Well, the MAC is a team or a conference that a lot of teams put up high number of points on offense. Does this add more pressure for you guys moving forward to kind of match them, punch for punch offensively?
I think it does at times. Our defense has played very, very well in certain weeks. Obviously they had a great challenges today with Bowling Green's offense with the playmakers all on the field. But for us, it's really kind of worried about what we're doing on offense and try to score every time we touch the ball. And that's kind of what we're looking for.
How, as they keep being able to move the ball, how much does that kind of drag on you guys? And how tough is that to sort of not let it demoralize you?
It's very frustrating whenever offense, whenever offense continues to move the ball and put forth an effort, you want to get a stop for your team. Whenever that happens, it's very frustrating. It kind of you got to make sure as a senior that the guys keep fighting, keep doing what we have to do to make sure we keep getting better as a team. And it's just very frustrating.
You got he had a lot of, it seemed like he had a lot of time to throw the ball today. Was that, I mean, was that a tough thing for you guys had come in wanting to get pressure on him? Did they do a pretty good job of protecting him?
Yeah, you got to give those guys credit. They have a very good team. Their protections were they had a very good team. They played well today, and we didn't come out with the juice that we hoped to. So yes, like again, it was frustrating. You always want to get there. You want to make it easier on the defensive backs, but today was just rough for us.
Is that a concern? I mean, Whip said the same thing, that he felt like on the sideline that he just wasn't feeling the energy. This is arguably, the biggest game you have all year, and to not have that, is that a concern for you guys?
I mean, it's always a concern. No matter what game you play, you always want to be energized. You always want to have a certain amount of camaraderie on the sideline, and we're a family. We're gonna rebound, and we're gonna finish out the season like we're supposed to. But today was just one of those days we were frustrated as a team.
How's the mood in there?
It's kind of speechless right now. Just trying to figure out what we got to do to prevent that from happening again. So I guess everybody's just in there a little confused as to what happened, but we just got to get back, watch the film, and figure it out and make the corrections.
Does it feel sometimes like when things go wrong, the games get away from you guys a little too quickly?
Yeah, I definitely think it's some things we could have did to prevent the game getting out of hand like that early. We just need a couple more people to step up, make plays, and need a couple more stops on defense and a couple turnovers, and we just didn't get it today.
That's been the storyline for a long time with this team. How frustrating is it that those same issues keep cropping up?
It's very frustrating when you know that, when we know we have the people that can put us over that hump, and to get over that stage of not knowing how to basically compete to our fullest potential and to come out and play like we know how. But I mean, it's a good thing that we all know we're capable of doing better, and we're all going to keep pushing each other no matter what to get better each week. And that's just going to be our goal each week, is to get better and come out and win the next game.
Rod, do you have to fix it a piece at a time and not try to fix the 1 and 4 all at once? Does it have to be fix it a quarter at a time, a game at a time, rather than trying to wipe away the lousy feeling all in one shot?
But right now, we're really just taking it, one day at a time. When it comes to practice in the game, we're taking it 1 rep at a time, make sure we handle business on each individual rep, and then eventually that'll lead to us, putting the whole piece together and being able to see the puzzle that we've all been looking for.
Did it feel like there was a lot of pressure on the offense today to hang with Bowling Green?
Yeah, it's a high-tempo offense, and we definitely knew that it was going to be a shootout. We knew that we needed to put up points, and at the end of the day, we didn't put up enough points to help our defense and to help the team get a win. So we got to do better next week. We got to put up more points and just be better overall.
You get when that happens, when it feels like you've got to score, do you guys grip a little too tight, and things are guys trying to do more than maybe they should be?
I mean, sometimes guys definitely overthink things and maybe do things a little too out of the norm. But for the most part, I mean, we stuck to what we knew. We played hard, and as far as assignments and alignment, we go back and watch the film and watch what we did wrong and just correct it. And that's really all we can do right now.
On that 4th and 1 play to start the third quarter, Elgin held a little bit, didn't get called. Was that a frustrating play for the offense, knowing that at that point in the game it was a 2-possession game, you go down and make it a 1-score game?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely could have been a big play for us, whether he caught the ball or they threw the penalty, but it didn't happen. So at the end of the day, we just got to keep moving forward, and we can't worry about the refs, and we can't let them. It shouldn't get to the point where we rely on them to make a call. We gotta put our foot on the gas and then just come out and really beat opponents ourselves and not have to worry about the officials playing any part of the game.
Coming into the season, this game was supposed to be the one. I mean, they had back-to-back Mac East titles. They got you guys last year. This is supposed to be the game that you made a statement. Everyone talked about this week. How do you let the letdown of not doing that not kind of snowball over the next couple days, couple weeks? How do you let that not affect you guys?
Like I said, we know we have the guys capable of coming out and competing each week and getting better, and that's all we can do right now is just hope that everybody sees the big picture, and that the season's not over. There's still a lot more games to be played, you know, and we're just gonna work on it, come back each and every day getting better and taking every rep and getting better.
Just coming off your injury, how do you feel in your first time back?
It felt good to get back out and help the team catch some passes and move the ball down the field, but I just got to look to do a little bit more. Got to look to score and put some points on the board, and that's what really matters. It felt good to get back out there and play again.
On a day like this, can numbers feel hollow when you see? I mean, these guys score over 30 points.
The only numbers I know is 62-38. That's it. And at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. It's the final score, and you know, like, pretty sure we'll look at the stats and compare the stats, and that'll be a big reason why we didn't come out on top. But at the end of the day, the final score is really all that matters.
As a senior, is there a sense of urgency for you now?
Yeah, it's definitely a big sense of urgency coming into this game. We feel like this is a game we really needed to win, and we didn't. But like I said, we know the season's not over. We still have a chance to compete and to play for something. So, you know, we're just gonna keep working on getting better, and just definitely got to get everybody on board and get everybody going so that we don't feel this way again.